Warby Parker is an American online retailer that sells prescription glasses, lenses, and sunglasses at an affordable price. Launched in 2019, Warby Parker saw a huge injustice in the market where it was being dominated by a single company that has been price skimming their products to gain huge profits from consumers, giving them no other option. Warby Parker sought an alternative to this after having one of their partners lost their glasses on a backtracking trip and was worried about being faced with the high cost to replace them. So, in response, Warby Parker wanted to make the experience of buying glasses both a fun and inexpensive experience so that consumers wouldn't have to worry so much. Moving forward, the company generates a majority of its revenue through its traditional channels, designing glasses in house and engaging with consumers directly. This generally cuts out most of the supply chain, enabling Warby Parker to retain a high percentage of gross. Moving forward, Warby Parker doesn't shy away from popularity, having major hits with its try at home strategy. This took out the need to go into a retailer and replaced it with trying on 5 different pairs, all from the comfort of your own home. Warby Parker also have a popular initiative called Buy a Pair, Give a Pair program that donates a pair of glasses to those in need for every pair bought, totaling 8 million so far.
Thanks, Scott. The Warby Parker target market is young adults aged 20 to 35 years old. They are stylish, educated, and urban. Their audience highly values quality products at affordable prices and are social, very active online, and value the opinions of their friends and loved ones. This age group is a socially and globally aware generation. Warby Parker recognised the great desire that her target group had to see the products on their own faces, recreating the in-store purchasing experience while keeping the selling price of the glasses affordable for its target market, as Scott mentioned with its try-it-at-home strategy. This strategy merged the online and offline purchasing processes. Customers receive 5 pairs of glasses from Warby Parker to try on for 5 days, with the company paying for return shipping. By simplifying the process for their customers, Warby Parker increased brand awareness and recognition by creating a shareable experience. As socially engaged customers, they wore the glasses throughout the 5-day trial period, discussed with family and friends what they thought of the glasses, and posted about them on social media, #WarbyParker. And Warby Parker's social good program, Buy a Pair, Give a Pair program, that Scott mentioned, makes them a very shareable brand. Warby Parker created a community of loyal fans, taking advantage of their social presence and interactions online to attract new customers and continue to keep those engaged who aren't in the market for new glasses just yet through their social media marketing. I'll now pass on to Dan.
Competition in the eyewear industry at the price point that Warby Parker offers is low. There are very little competitors that offer similar products and service to customers. Within the industry, there are, however, many competitors such as Johnson & Johnson Visual Care that offer their products at a higher price point and slightly different target market. There is a threat of new entrants to the eyewear industry due to the accessibility of technology in e-commerce. Following the Warby Parker business model of operating and selling products online creates low cost, ease of selling products, and effective advertising, which all assist the formation of a startup business. Suppliers within the eyewear industry hold the same degree of power to most industries, whereby if input and supply costs increase, then product and service prices will too. However, Warby Parker operate online and conduct in-house designing and development, which save costs. They also provide a product at a lower price to competitors and are less exposed to the threat of supply costs. Similarly, customers hold a degree of power in all industries. However, the eyewear industry is deemed to provide products that can be a necessity to customers. Therefore, the customers have less bargaining power and more of a demand to purchase quality and well-priced products. Within the eyewear industry, there are no real substitute products that replicate the purpose of prescription and protective glasses. Products like contact lenses pose a small threat, however, there will always be the demand for glasses due to the reasons such as price, ease of use, and practicality.
Warby Parker is no doubt a highly successful business showing strengths in relation to innovativeness and brand positioning. Warby Parker differentiates themselves amongst all other brands of eyeglasses sold at in-person retailers by coming up with an innovative solution to create a new market for eyewear. They moved their glasses online, offering virtual try-ons with feedback from a personal stylist, while selling them at significantly lower prices compared to other companies. With this innovative solution, it enabled consumers to purchase eyeglasses at an affordable price whilst gaining a second opinion of how they look from a reliable source. This solution allowed the brand to steer away from traditional methods of purchasing and marketing for eyewear. Additionally, Warby Parker's success is further underpinned by their philosophy that brands can and should contribute to social good, placing them in a higher brand position compared to competitors who don't necessarily contribute to society. The brand works with non-profit organizations such as Vision Spring to donate a pair of glasses for every pair sold in order to improve access to glasses for those in need. This means customers are not only having access to affordable glasses that make them look great, but will also feel good about their purchase by supporting charities that the brand is involved with helping. The humanitarian efforts are key to underpinning their success as it positions them positively as they make efforts to go above and beyond just selling.
Warby Parker experiences multiple existing as well as potential threats that can have short-term or long-term implications on the business. These threats must be addressed properly and with a priority basis to avoid any potential harm. Threats are a macro environment factor and obtain the ability to derail Warby Parker's business model. A major potential threat that the business must consider is the ever-changing government regulations. Warby Parker must be aware of the constantly changing regulations that may be resultant of the pressure from protest groups and non-government organizations. These groups mainly attain the power to dispute the change of environmental and labor safety factors that Warby Parker will have to conform to. Furthermore, the changing regulatory frameworks and introduction to stricter regulations can inflict major threats to Warby Parker's business model. This is due to it being harder and more complex to comply with shifting legal standards. If this is not done properly, the business can face severe lawsuits and ultimately business failure. Secondly, Warby Parker must face the increasing costs that result from the growing environmental trends. With governments trying to levy higher environmental taxes in order to promote sustainable and cleaner options, this will result in overall higher logistics and packaging costs for Warby Parker. Lastly, with Warby Parker's ultimate success in differentiating themselves from their competitors, this in turn poses an increased risk for mimicking competitors. The business has already received several new competitors such as Lookmatic, Mesmer, Made Eyewear, iFly, Rivet, and Sway that have picked similar aesthetics, styling, and online business models, as well as introduced lower prices to Warby Parker. Therefore, Warby Parker must take these threats into consideration when moving forward with their business.
Despite Warby Parker having a strong dominant position in the market, it is important the company places strategic actions to take to combat any challenges that may arise. It is imperative that Warby Parker aligns with suppliers who operate under ethic audits to ensure compliance with the law and that they can be flexible in the way they operate when new changing government regulations occur. With the changing of constant regulations put in place, supply chain management needs sufficient communication and trust. It is important that management conduct supplier capability assessments of members of the supply chain to assess their ability to control any potential threats that may arise to the supply chain. Through these actions, Warby Parker will be able to quickly identify areas that need to be addressed before facing any backlash from protest groups or non-government organizations. Secondly, Warby Parker must ensure their practices comply with legal standards. Ultimately, Warby need to align with suppliers who share the same values, understand the business model, and the effect of how external factors may affect the business in order to maintain a sustainable supply chain management. Through this, mutual trust and cooperation will be established, helping combat any legal issues. Lastly, to sustain their competitive advantage in the market, Warby Parker needs to continually offer product differentiation to its competitors and create a mental image of the product offering that is distinctive, attention-grabbing, and impairs the brand call of other regular ads.